Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to Light Talks Football and welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing all right today. If you're a Chelsea fan, I know deep down you're frustrated and disappointed, just like me, because as you can see on the screen, it's Everton nil, Chelsea nil. We went away to Goodison Park on our final game and get a goalless draw. And Everton are the first team to not let Chelsea score in the Premier League since Man City have done it in the opening day of the season. So our winning form ends and our goal scoring one ends. But the only thing is that we're still unbeaten. We kept a clean sheet, and it's our last game at Goodison Park. So that's the only positive thing. And there are going to be some positive plays to talk about, but there's going to be more negatives than a frustration. So we'll get to that in this video. So if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, big up your damn self if you have done so. Make sure you hit the bell notification as well, and share this video to all your friends and your family. And yeah, let's go, man. So as you can see on the screen, this is the starter lineup, and these are the substitutions for the today's game. So, but yeah, ignore the Cole and Gusto thing because I looked on the internet, in the second half, and both of them were switching. So we'll get to why in just a moment. But yeah, Colwell left back because there was no Kukuea. He's suspended. Gusto right back. Then we had sort of Desarci and Toss as the two centre backs. We had Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo as the two pivot. Sancho left wing, Palmer in the number 10, Neto on the right wing, and Nicholas Jackson up top. Now, the only thing, what I will say about this lineup is that, yes, I know Kukuea is suspended, but for me, seeing Gusto inverting as a left back and seeing Decisive's right back does not work. So to me, Maresca in this game got this horribly wrong in terms of the tactics, in terms of the lineup, and especially the substitutions, which I'll get to in just a minute. But for me, the lineup was wrong. For me, I would have started Vega in 13 and put Gustav's right back, but he didn't do that. So to me, terrible. But yeah, in terms of the game, it was so boring. It was frustrating. It was just very, very disappointing. Like, I knew this game was tough because I said in a watch along, I bet you that Everton in this game, their tactic is allow Chelsea to get on the ball, defend all your lives, Pickford make some big saves to deny Chelsea from scoring, and just hit it on a counter attack and try and score a goal. And to be honest with you, that could have happened, So I feel like we're lucky here that we kept a clean sheet, but I have to give praise to Sanchez and Desarci. Sorry, Tosin, because if it was for them, yeah, we could have easily conceded like one or two goals because Everton had big chance in this game. The first chance, it came in the first half where Decore made that brilliant shot, and then Sanchez made that save in the first half. That was the only chance Everton had in the first half. They only had two shots, but one of them came from Decore made that big save. Then in the second half, I'm not sure, I can't remember who it is, but yeah, but it came from a set piece from a corner which Everton took. One of the Everton players took a first shot, went straight into Sanchez, made a big save, and then this Tefsin made a huge block to deny Everton from scoring and not to create another chance and not putting in the back of the net. So to me, I'm going to give praise to Sanchez and to Tosin because them two were the only best players on the pitch today. Everyone else was just frustrated. Like in the final third, we were poor, man. We were poor. Like, in the first half, I mean, Jackson, man, like, how on earth have you not scored those two goals? It's beyond me. And how enough we're not 2 up is frustrating because the first chance, Enzo Fernandez won the ball back, sorry, Neto won the ball back in the middle of the pitch. He saw Palmer, Palmer made a great one, and Palmer made a great pass into Jackson. Jackson's attempt straight at Pickford should have done better with that goal. Should have put it either his left or right, or maybe between Pickford's legs, but he failed to do so. So to me, that's the chance that he missed. But the second chance, I mean, oh my goodness me, Nicholas Jackson has hit the post. Like to me, he should have headed that on target. That should have been at least 1-0. That second chance from Jackson was way worse than the first chance he missed. And this is why I've been telling you guys here why in January we need to sign a goalkeeper, an experienced centre back, and a striker. Because Jackson, for me, is simply ain't good enough. Don't get me wrong, he scored 9 Premier League goals, which is good. But if we would have signed the likes of Victor Osimhen, the likes of Gokuez, and maybe Jawan, do you think they'll miss them chances? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So to me, yeah, Jackson is young and he's not that experienced enough. So this is why these owners here, they don't need to spend a lot, but they need to spend some. I feel like we need to sign three players, goalkeeper, centre back, and a striker. That is it. Because I simply had enough of Nicholas Jackson missing chance after chance after chance, the way he did today against Everton. So to me, he was the worst player on the pitch today. He really did let me down because my prediction was 2-1, and that could have happened if Nicholas Jackson would have scored those two goals, but he failed to do so. So to me, Jackson for me frustrated from him, really does. Cole Palmer today, I mean, looked poor as well. Jaden Sancho, I mean, he did well to get past Ashiaro a couple of times, but didn't didn't just did nothing after that. Just the crossing was poor, the pass was poor. Everything from Jadon Sancho today was absolutely poor. So yeah, it was frustrating. Neto first half, I thought he looked really good. Especially when some Everton players, doubled it up from Neto, but he went past it really good and won us the penalty. So I think Neto for me was only the best attack on that pitch today. In the first half, in the second half, he looked poor after that. So don't think Neto was good. Caicedo, in the first half, he was good, making interception, tackles, and blocks, and all that stuff. Second half, haven't seen much of him. Same thing goes for Enzo. First half he was all right. Second half he was poor. So yeah, the midfielders, our attack today was poor. It's only Sanchez and Tosin are the two best players today. Gusto, like Enzo Wesker, I never ever want to see Gusto in Brighton again. Honestly, I miss Kukurea. I just wish he didn't get suspended because Kukurea would have done better against Everton than Gusto did. Because when Gusto was high on the pitch, Gusto did absolutely nothing after that. The crossing wasn't good. Just it was just absolutely shocking. And to me, yeah, the one thing I don't get is that you decide to switch Gusto and Colwell. You decide to make Axel Disasi play as right back, who we all know is not good, who we all know we cannot trust him because he can't do well as right back. They decide to invert Gusto. So to me, the players and Men West let me down today. They really do because the tactics was wrong, the lines was wrong, and especially the substitutions. Like we've already made two subs. We bring off Neto and Jackson, and we put on Madueke and Nkunku. But for me, the one thing I don't get is that you still allow Gusto to be on the pitch after he had such a terrible performance, and you don't bring on Vega. To me, made no sense. And they still and then you've allowed Paul Palmer here to still be on the pitch after he had the bad game. And you're not giving Mark Guru a chance after he scored a hat trick here against Sharp Rovers. Yes, it's the Conference League, but I would give Mark Guru a chance in today's game. So to me, yeah, Maresca, I'm sorry to say this, but you got this terribly wrong. The tactics was wrong. Your tactics couldn't find a way for us to break down Everton down. The lineup was wrong, especially you put the likes of the Sarsi right back, Gusto inverted left back, and then you make substitutions too little, too late. Only two of them, which makes no sense. So to me, Meweska and these players got it horribly wrong. So yeah, the only players I can give praise to is Sanchez and Tosin. That's basically it. Everyone else looked absolutely poor. So yeah, like I said before, um, you know, um, the only positive thing is that this is our final game at Goodison Park. We kept a clean sheet and we're still unbeaten. But our winning form has come to an end, and our goal scoring one has come to an end as well. So yeah, man, frustrated, man. So in January, it's not that far. So like I said, these owners need to spend money on one better goalkeeper, one better centre back, and a better striker. I don't care if it's either Victor Oshiman or Victor Gokuez or Juwan. Just get me an experienced striker, an experienced centre back, an experienced goalkeeper. Because Sanchez in the last two games have been good, but I still don't trust this guy. I still don't trust him. But I will give him praise for the last two games. So fair play to Sanchez, but I still don't trust him. So these owners here, someone in the comments told me, "Are you going to spend that much?" And I'm thinking, no, we're not going to be too much active in the trade transfer window because the squad is good, but there's a lot of improvement to be handled. So there we go. And this is what I've been telling you guys why we're not in the title race. Because look at Everton, we dominate possession, but we did nothing after that in the final third, and we could have easily conceded, yeah, because Gusto gave the ball away a couple of times. The same goes for Axel Disasi and even Levi Colwell. So this is why I've been telling people we are not in the title race. We are not. Ask me that year in February or March when we sort out the January transfer window, because the title race doesn't start in December. It starts in February or March after the January transfer window ends. So this is what I've been telling people, and you guys may think, oh, I'm talking rubbish. No, I'm a realistic fan. I know my team very well. And like I said before this game, if Chelsea win this game and if Liverpool drop points against Tottenham, we'll be top for the first time to December 2021. And I remember what happened that time. We went from title contenders to a top four race, and I can see that happening. So if you keep on asking Wesker, you'll say, and these players, they will say no. If you ask me and the Chelsea fans such as Matisse, Carefree Lewis, and other Chelsea fans that are not deluded, they will still say no because I know my team. I watch the week in and week out. I know when my team performs well and they don't perform well. And today they didn't. So obviously, you have to give credit to Everton. I knew this was going to be a tough game. They made Chelsea look hard. They made it look harder for us to break them down. You got to give them credit. 5 clean sheets in 6 games. Pickford makes it 7 clean sheets. 5 times in this season they made it 0-0. So you got to give credit to it. I just hate the fact that we have to play Everton away from home. Under Sean Dyche, play a low block and just kind of break them down. It's just so frustrating. But like I said before, this is our last game at Goodison Park. So let's hope that next season when we play in the new stadium, we do a lot better and we just get the job done. So there we go. But today, frustrating, disappointing, but we're unbeaten still, but our winning form does come to an end, and it looks like we won't be top for Christmas, even though Liverpool have their game against Tottenham later on today. So there we go. But yeah, man, frustrating. But I'm just hoping the next time we play Everton at Stamford Bridge, we do what we did last season, if you know what I mean. And the one thing I don't get is that why is it here that Chelsea tend to do well against Everton at Stamford Bridge, but when it comes to Goodison Park, we seem to struggle? It makes no sense to me. Everton are close to the relegation zone. We should not be struggling against teams that are in the relegation zone. We should not, especially going away from home. I just don't get it, man. Like, I would not be surprised here we play Everton at Stamford Bridge. We just do well. We destroy them. We play very well because it's just back and forth, back and forth. Stamford Bridge, destroy them, play really well. Goodison Park, struggle, either draw or lose, kind of break them down when they play a low block. I just really don't get that. It's just like things need to change, man. But Wesker needs to find a way, yeah, to make us break down a low block because don't get me wrong, we beat Brentford, but we faced Nottingham Forest, we didn't win, we drew to them, and we faced Crystal Palace, especially in the second half, we drew to them. They play a low block and we couldn't break them down. So to me, we need to find a better tactics to break down a low block because it simply cannot do that, and it really frustrates me, and it just makes me so depressed of watching this team. So yeah, man, listen, I'm not that angry. I'm just disappointed and frustrated, but we move on. We move on. Our next game is at home against Fulham on Boxing Day. So there we go. So I just hope that we can bounce back and we can beat Fulham. That game is also going to be difficult because look what happened against Arsenal and against Liverpool. They drew that game. So that game is going to be difficult. But it's Stamford Bridge, and let's just hope we can get this win. But I'll not be surprised if we draw this game because we just simply don't know how to break teams down, especially when they play a low block. So it's so frustrating, man, but we need to do something. We need to, and hopefully get to do this before the new year. So there we go. But anyway, guys, that is it for this video. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bonus notification as well. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think of this game? Who do you think is your man of the match? Who do you think played well? What do you think about Maresca, about the tactics and all that stuff? Do let me know in the comments down below. And guys, I would like to say, I hope you have a great festive weekend, and I hope you guys have a great Christmas. So when I do my predictions on Christmas Day, I'm gonna save the song and all that stuff because I'm gonna prepare for that song when I'm doing my predictions. So there we go. But I hope you guys do have a great Christmas and have a festive weekend, and yeah, simple as that. So if you're a Chelsea fan, you'll be hoping for a great Christmas, but unfortunately today that didn't happen. So yeah, man, that's the end of this video for Everton nil, Chelsea nil. Leave your thoughts, like, share, comment, subscribe. Have a great Christmas weekend, and I'll see you guys again very soon. In a bit, people, and as always, up the shows. Peace.